A gang which dealt up to £5 million worth of drugs in a substantial commercial operation were discovered after their encrypted chats were cracked by police. The group also bought firearms as part of the enterprise, which saw them trafficking Class A drugs into South Wales. The group was led by Kuldeep Singh Dillon of Cardiff and his lieutenant Jay Abdul of Barry, who enlisted other members including romantic partners to facilitate the purchase and supply of drugs including cocaine, heroin, amphetamine and cannabis. A sentencing hearing at Cardiff Crown Court on Monday heard the authorities accessed Encrochat devices used by the dealers and revealed conversations between June the 6th and June the 12th, 2020 relating to the conspiracy, which lasted 13 months. While Dillon and Abdul led the group, Ryan Hales, who's 28, played a senior organisational role and was entrusted with the Encrochat device. Mark Harris was not a member of the group but was a regular customer and sold cocaine by the kilo with the assistance of his partner, Naisha Hembry. Nisha Ali, 40 years old, who's Dillon's partner, also played an organisational role in assisting the collection of debts while Max Smith and Aisha Ali acted as couriers. Sentencing Judge Jeremy Jenkins said, "Each of you contributed to the success and profitability of this enterprise and each of you played essential roles." The prosecutor, Matthew Cobb, told the court that conversations involving Abdul indicated the group had discussed the supply of up to £5 million worth of drugs made up of 70 kilos of cocaine, 30 kilos of heroin, 96 kilos of amphetamine and 19 kilos of cannabis. But the proven financial value of the drugs, which had been supplied by the group, came to £1.7 million. Police also discovered the group were in possession of a Skorpion submachine gun and a semi-automatic pistol. There was evidence of Dillon asking an upstream supplier about the weapon, saying, "Any guns with silencers there at the moment?" Mr. Cobb said the prosecution is not in a position to say what Abdul and the OCG intended to do with the semi-automatic pistol or why it had been placed in the van. However, the use of extreme violence is regularly encountered with organised crime gangs. Firearms are used for protection against rival gangs or tools of enforcement for debts owed. Other Encrochat conversations between the defendants revealed the lucrative nature of the operations, with Abdul describing cocaine as like hotcakes they flew out. Dillon also messaged Hale saying, "After this corona, we should be flying, bro," to which Hales responded, "Yeah man, can't wait for the numbers." Nice one. The drugs were mainly trafficked to South Wales by Aisha Ali, who made at least 47 trips from her home in the West Midlands over 11 months. It is believed she was carrying wholesale kilo quantities of Class A drugs per trip as a conservative estimate. On May the 5th, 2021, a Skorpion gun and a large amount of ammunition was seized from a house of multiple occupancy in Splot. The automatic pistol was seized from Caerphilly when Dillon and Abdul were arrested. Both guns were found to be fully functional and were tested by police. Abdul's DNA was found on the magazine of the Skorpion and on the trigger of the pistol. Abdul was also found in possession of a snapbag containing cocaine, but upon being arrested he told police, "That's the least of my fucking worries." But he and Dillon made no comments in interview and were released under investigation. Dillon subsequently went on the run and he has yet to be found. Nisha Ali and Naisha Hembry became involved in the conspiracy following the arrest of Dillon and Abdul. Nisha Ali chased their partner, Dillon's customer Harris, for money through his partner Hembry, and they were messages between the two. On July the 7th, 2021, Abdul met Smith at a car garage in Sullymores Road in Barry, with Abdul collecting a kilo of cocaine from his own stock to be supplied on elsewhere. Abdul's car was later stopped by armed officers and he was arrested. On July the 12th, Harris and Hembry met with Smith at the Captain's Wife pub car park in Barry in order to receive a kilo of cocaine. After purchasing the cocaine, Harris was spotted by police as he tried to leave the car park and he and Hembry were arrested. Smith was arrested on August 17th when his home was searched and police found mobile phones which were seized. On the phone were found text bombs sent by Smith on behalf of the organised crime group for the sale of Class A drugs. Abdul was then further arrested on August the 19th in relation to the firearms offences, and Nisha Ali, Aisha Ali, Hembry and Hales were arrested on October the 12th, 2021. When police attended Nisha Ali's home, one of her children ran out of the house and threw a large blue holdall over a neighbour's wall, and it was found to contain over £70,000 in cash. Police also found documentation in relation to the cash purchase of a £415,000 property in Dillon's name made the previous day. So Abdul was sentenced to a total of 19 years and 6 months in prison. Hales was sentenced to 11 years and 3 months. Harris was sentenced to 7 years and 4 months. Smith was sentenced to 5 years and 3 months. Aisha Ali was sentenced to 3 years and 9 months, and Nisha Ali was sentenced to 4 years and 6 months. Hembry was sentenced to 22 months imprisonment, suspended for 18 months, and was ordered to carry out 100 hours unpaid work. Detective Inspector Gareth Graint said, "The safeguarding of our communities will always be our priority. Whilst the seizure of the firearms during the investigation is very disturbing, I want to reassure people that guns like this are thankfully very unusual here in South Wales. Such was the weight of evidence against the majority of these defendants that they had no option but to enter guilty pleas. This is down to the hard work and dedication of my investigation team. The success of this investigation demonstrates that we will relentlessly pursue those involved in large-scale criminality to ensure effective justice is sought against such individuals and that they are brought to justice." So guys, that's a story coming from Wales. Let me know what you think. It's your boy GC. Keep it locked, keep it real.